Thank you so much. I'm going to try a bit of Swahili. Nafurahia kuwa nanyi hapa. It's so great to be here, and I see some familiar faces around the room, and so I'm very honored to be here, and I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why I'm here. 1, as Director of the Parliamentary Centre of Canada, we are a sponsoring organization of this very, very important conference. Thank you to Daisy Amdani and Cron Trust for all your hard work in preparing for this very important conference where there will be a great meeting of minds. It has always been a pleasure working with you. We all hope that this will create a continual movement for societal change that unlocks opportunities for women in Kenya and beyond. As an important society and democracy for Africa, the women of this great and beautiful country are in the hearts and minds of all Canadians. Secondly, I work with 4 amazing women to run the Inclusive Legislature's Gender Responsive Program, ILGRP. It's a big acronym, but it has a lot to it. So I'd like the 4 amazing women, if you're in the room, I know I see you, Ellie Joy. Is Hope there? Hope, and we also have Priscilla and Jennifer Gitegi. And we all work very closely together to make this project a success. Since 1968, the Parliamentary Centre has worked around the world, and particularly in Kenya, to support parliaments. We are a not-for-profit organization, like many of you here, that implements projects like ILGRP. And we're very proud to be working with our implementing partner, the Africa Centre for Parliamentary Affairs. So thank you, and that's a very important part of the work that we're doing in the Parliamentary Centre. Now I'd like to tell you a little bit more about our core skill is working from a beneficiary-centered perspective. This is where we facilitate direct-to-citizen engagement and use digital tools that find at the community level those important pathways for unlocking the incredible potential of women to participate in the economy. We work with MPs and citizen organizations to find ways for government legislation, budgets, and policies to truly reach the community and achieve societal change. Recently, we held sessions between MPs and CSOs to make practical recommendations on the blue economy, aquaculture, enterprises, and all relating to providing recommendations for change or recommendations for enhancement of the budget policy statements. The third reason I'm here is because I am a male ally for women's social and economic empowerment. I'm a male ally because from my heart, I am committed to doing anything I can to support women in society. So I'd like the men to stand up in this audience. And I want to see how many men are here. Okay, wonderful. And I see you, Duncan. There you are. I'll be particularly focusing on Duncan. Duncan, you and I have had some amazing conversations in your important work for women. So I'm going to talk a little bit about you. I hope you don't mind. Okay. In our engagement work, we always ask men to walk in the shoes of women, to experience their journey, to empathize, and then to act on a commitment for change. Maybe you have known an incredible woman you admire, or you maybe have seen or experienced firsthand the powerful or sometimes violent barriers that are placed in their paths. What I can say is I honor you, men and women, in the paths that you need to share together. I wish there were more of you male allies. We need to get more. That is our job too. But please, Let us all keep working hard for women. There is one male ally that I've already identified, and it's you, Duncan. Duncan Njoroge of the Africa Women's Alliance. Through many meetings and events, we have become good friends. And I've learned much from his wisdom and experience in working at the community level to unlock the potential of women. Thank you so much, Duncan, for all your conversations. There are two reflections I would like to leave you with, and they relate to the work that we've been doing together in the ILGRP. First of all, creating societal change for women is not a political process, nor does it necessarily require a lot of money or budget. There are things that can be done that only take the commitment of time and effort by well-meaning people. Secondly, economic empowerment depends on social change to ensure that women experiencing barriers to participation are released from those powerful and sometimes violent barriers. Especially these women need to recover themselves and be given an opportunity to learn and explore an economic journey that can be so liberating and healing. Another thought is that to run your own business with your own agency does not require necessarily a handout, but rather coaching or community support that builds confidence and skills. Those first steps are not easy when patrimonial or other attitudes can take your courage, your dreams, and freedom away. Let me give you two quick stories, if I may, that Duncan and I have shared. One is about social change, and the other is about how women's economic agency can be unlocked without necessarily a large government budget, but just community support, coaching, and the support of CSOs. So one was with respect to community engagement we did in Kisi around FGM. And it was there that Duncan, if I may, carried out a very, very powerful engagement with chiefs. And it was sponsored by the Honorable Doris Donya, this community engagement. And what it unlocked was significant commitment by these chiefs to work within their community among all the participants, elders, schools, and all the people, and of course, the fathers, and of course, the girls, to find their voice and ensure they were part of a solutions building that involved the community all working together. And that was a very, very important moment, a very, very important and powerful moment for everyone. We call ourselves the Kisi Gang, do we not? The second is about the example of facilities that are underutilized for supporting women in starting that economic journey in agriculture. We talked about there was a particular facility that was underutilized. And really all it took was for those women to be able to walk in the door with sufficient coaching and support to be able to learn how to use these machines to wash their produce and package them effectively. And then to be able to sell them and to be able to create their own finances that would then build a collective and allow that to prosper. So those are the two stories that Duncan and I shared. Thank you again, Duncan. So let us all today talk practically about what we can design together. Think about the women in the community you may know and need to support, and where you can see the economic opportunity that can be unlocked. Let us all think of their needs, their voice, to bring that forward to our day-to-day actions for change. Thank you so much, and we're very proud to be part of this event.